The assignment is much more important than the fame. The assignment is much more important than the fame. I was doing some work yesterday and I came across a video from E.T. the hip hop preacher, Eric Thomas, man. And this thing really, really, really blessed me, man. It was really a whole talk about whether or not you are on your assignment. And, he challenged a lot of the people in the room because a lot of people, if you really are honest about it, are more so seeking fame than they are committed to the assignment. But the thing is, there's a scripture that says your gift will make room for you. The thing that's interesting about it, if you are committed to the assignment that was given to you, fame may be a byproduct. But it's very clear when someone is purely seeking the fame. So I want you to hear this first clip, and I got two from him that I want to play. But again, this is Eric Thomas, one of the dopest brothers out there. And it's something to really make you think, are you committed to the assignment or are you simply seeking fame? Hear this clip right here.
That fame is killing you. God told me to tell you the fame is killing you. It's drowning some of y'all. You're taking some of his glory. Leave the fame alone and hit the assignments.
Leave the fame alone and hit the assignment. And what he's talking about, and again, as people of faith, we have to always be mindful of making sure that we're giving glory in its to its proper, person, right? Or to its proper entity, and that's God. In a lot of instances, we want to be known as, I'm him. I'm the one. I'm the one doing it. I worked hard. But the reality is, by us taking all the shine, then we deflect that and not deflect, we deflect it away from God. So it's like you then celebrate the gift, not necessarily the giver of the gift. And you can tell when you're around someone who honestly, it's not always about making the impact and serving. And they're more so about how can I elevate or position myself to be the one. And you can feel that when you're around individuals that kind of bring that level of energy about them. And so we have to be careful not to fall victim to that, because if we solely seek fame and we're not completely committed to the assignment, then we ultimately have intentions that are not necessarily pure. I want to share another clip with him, and it kind of adds more to that conversation.
Jesus never did. Jesus was always trying to get from in front of it, but only did it when it was a part of the assignment.
Hold on, hear this again.
Satan craved for the fame. Jesus never did. Jesus was always trying to get from in front of it, but only did it when it was a part of the assignment. Fame outside the assignment is demonic. It's evil. Because you lifting yourself up and you're not lifting God up. So ain't nothing wrong with fame, but put it in its proper perspective.
Ain't nothing wrong with fame. Just put it in its proper perspective. But one of the things that he highlighted initially, the issue with Satan was Satan wanted the fame. And if you paid attention to the stories of Jesus, Jesus only stepped into the fame when it was part of the assignment. So who are you modeling yourself after if you personally are seeking fame in the spotlight? Are you modeling yourself after Jesus, or are you modeling yourself after Satan? Think about it, right? It's a fascinating concept, because at the end of the day, we have to be careful with the models and the examples that are set for us, because a lot of us have a tendency to copy and paste things that work, right? There's a statement that says success leaves clues, right? People always are leaving breadcrumbs to the success that they've had. And it's your job to go pick up those breadcrumbs and follow. And yes, there's truth to that. but you have to be careful of the model or the example that you're following, because sometimes the models and the examples that you're following don't have intentions that you want to ultimately model. You see the surface, but you don't see what's going on beneath the surface. It's like the iceberg theory, right? 80% of the mass is beneath the surface. What you see from most people, that holds true as well. You see what gets presented. You see what they allow to be conveyed. You see what the media has edited and put out there. You don't see everything that goes into it. You don't see the backroom conversations. You don't hear the strategy meetings on what we're actually looking to accomplish. Because sometimes if you heard that, you might not follow or want to copy and paste what this person's doing solely because of their worldly success. All right. So again, fame is fine as long as it's part of the assignment, but be very careful simply seeking fame. Because if you go back to the example that, the good brother Eric Thomas listed here or mentioned here, Satan sought fame. Jesus was always looking to deflect the fame, but he only stepped into it when it was part of the assignment. Again, is keeping fame in its proper place. Because the reality is this: if you do really amazing things, if you do it at a very high level, you probably will not be able to escape some level of notoriety, right? But that's a part of your assignment. That's not the reason why you do the thing. Keep fame in its proper place. Man, shout out to my man Eric Thomas. Make sure you follow brother across the board, because he drops so much content, so much stuff that can kind of help you to grow and become your best self and walk in that thing that God's called you to walk in. So as always, make sure to give the channel a subscribe, a like, share this thing out. If you're listening to a clip of this, share this thing out. And until next time, y'all be blessed, well, and wise, and go be the quarterback of your mindset. Your mind, there are entities out there looking to grab and take control of your mind. Don't let it happen. You be the quarterback of your mindset. You be blessed, well, and wise. And I'll holler at you. Peace.